Actually, let me tell you one thing. Why we become a good at our communication is only those three parameters which working on it. First is language acquisition device.
Mm.
As much as you listen, same thing you deliver to someone as well. Like just understand the language. And second thing is very important, confident. Whatever you are speaking, whether it is right or wrong, just speak confidently. Because eventually you will have to be perfect at that language. So don't matter. Someone is listening to you. Someone is understanding what you are saying. So that is enough for you. Just talk. Whether you are doing some grammatical mistake, I have seen so many videos on YouTube as well. People and blogs, they were also making the kind of video that like we are making. So they are also doing mistake, but their mistake got ignored by user because they are just focusing like how the person is talking, right? Chat gpt is outdated right now. If you're talking about the deep seek is like exploring across the world since
Morning, how are you? Welcome to the session.
thank you, I'm completely fine. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing well. Thank you so much for asking. So, how was your morning? What did you do?
Actually, I was in a lecture since morning. I was a couple of engaged with my students. Now I'm free at 12 o'clock as we have been arranged for the session.
Okay, so are you a teacher?
Yeah, I'm a teacher.
Okay,
So yeah.
let's start from introduction so that I can know
Yeah,
audience.
of course, of course. So, as you know, we were talking, and I wanted to inform your user as well about me. So, basically, I'm teacher. I'm from Maharashtra. My name is Sandeep Wankhede, and actually, I like do playing cricket and kind of exploring new places as well. And yeah, I fond of English speaking, and I like doing mathematics and all those subjects. I'm teaching, by the way, I'm teaching all the subjects till 10th standard, and thereafter I'm teaching specific subject to the higher standard as well. Yeah, that's about me. I wanted to know about you as well.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you so much. So, let me introduce myself too. My name is
Okay.
Priyanka, belong to Uttarakhand, but now I live in Gurugram, Haryana. I have done
Mm-hmm.
master's in finance and marketing. Now I'm preparing for assistant professor job. Simultaneously,
Mm-hmm.
I run a YouTube channel where I'm uploading conversation videos. I love talking to people in this language. That is why I started a channel so that I can interact with people. I can help them uh,
Mm-hmm.
their goal in English. So
Mm-hmm.
talking to people in English, it is my one of my hobbies. And if I talk about my more other hobbies, so that is reading books, spending time with nature, and shopping, as all girl.
Okay. All girls, what I do to shopping, you are not an exceptional case for that. Yeah.
So yeah, these all are this is all about me. Thank you so much for
Okay,
listening.
so you are okay, fine. So you said that you are doing you are preparing for the assistant profession, right?
Yeah.
So why you wanted to come in teaching field?
Because I like, because as I told you, it is my hobby. I love interacting with people, and teaching is the right way to interacting with people.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them, and we can interact with some students. That is why I
Okay.
started online teaching. I haven't get any job as as an assistant professor, but I started
Mm.
some students English online.
Okay.
I love this language, and I
So
love.
so far you are saying that so far you are not interacted with the people students physically, like you are going to them and teaching them. You are running only online classes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you a very probing question regarding this topic. Like, if you wanted to come in teaching, so what kind of a quality one good teacher should have, according to you?
Okay, very nice question.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, if anybody wants to teach, or anybody wants to choose a career as a teacher, so first thing they should be very creative. That is one most important thing, and they should have a great knowledge about their subject. Like if I'm going to teach English, so I should have great command over this subject as a English, or if I am going to teach spoken English, so I should have a good command over this language in terms of speaking. So these two things are important, and apart from these, our nature should be flexible. If we are flexible, so we can do some new things, and we can add some new things in our teaching style. So this is important, and yes, as I told you, creativity is also important. We should be kind, we should be humble towards our student, because every student has a different potential to learn. If we are able to understand them as a human, as a person, so that would be really good. So we can be interactive with them and we can make them understand. So in my case, I feel, yeah, if I have some kindness, I have some creativity, I have deep knowledge about my subject, so I am good to go for teaching. That is my approach.
Mm. Absolutely, Priyanka ma'am, you said very well, and the things you have been mentioned, totally agree with you. Along with that, you can mention one thing: teacher must understand student psychology,
Yes.
because it depends on the student, as you mentioned that student to student and person to person kind of a different mindset and mentality. And yes, of course, as a matter of course, everyone has their grasping power also at the different level. What usually happening, teachers are thinking like other students are grabbing very rapidly, so the student who are not grabbing, who are dull at study, they have to also the same grab like them. But it's not possible, because every person's mindset and their skills are different. It might be the some are at some particular stage is very bright, a particular area I might have seen that, you have might have seen that, that some students are doing good at, my one of my students was very excellent at repairing of TVs, radios, and all those equipment appliances. He was like used to do that at home, and I don't know, I completely unaware about his extra skills. So one day what was happened, and he was not good at study, even he cannot read, write, and do proper things. So I just consult with their parents and ask them why he's not doing study. So she was telling ki, sir, he's not doing study, he's completely full day he was just engaging with the fridge, cooler, and TV. So he was just like completely wasting his time. So I just came to know that okay, so he has a technical information. So I just talk to him, and I just ask him in which field you are more interested. I first of all, I just make a friendly nature, because you have seen that the students are not agreed to talk with the teachers, especially frank mode, because they are thinking teachers are our enemy kind of things, and they are here to beat us, scold us, and putting on us a burden. So I just asked him like, why are you not interested in study, and what are you doing? When I saw he was completely changing the TV, a new LED panel, he was completely repairing TV, and he's only in 8th standard, and since 8th standard he is doing completely his work. So I just say that according to that he will might be become an engineer. Like, no matter, right now he is not interested, but his skills will give him a passion, give him a kind of energy to learn alongside this kind of subject. So I thought that,
Okay, yeah, yes, you are
yeah.
right. And after listening to you, I can observe you are a good speaker. You are a very humble also. So I
Thank
want to
you.
know your English learning journey, why you learned this language and why you are in this teaching field. What motivated you to be like that?
Actually, ma'am, what was happened na? Let me tell you one incident. When I was a child, I had done my complete my education in vernacular medium, Marathi medium till 10th standard. Thereafter, I gone to science field, and I just chosen science simultaneously arts field. The journey was very complicated. But what was happened na? When I was in a ZP school, there was a teacher who are not perfect at their particular area. They were teaching to me. I was one bright student since my childhood. I was bright student. I'm getting above 80 percentage in my childhood. But when I saw they were teaching simultaneously, they were looking at me and they were confirming by me whether whether they are teaching right or wrong. Once I said that yes, okay sir, then they can confirm on their what they said, and they can deliver the rest of the information to the student as well. So I thought that, like, I don't want that teacher would be like that. Teacher should understand, teacher should knowledgeable, and as you mentioned the quality of teacher, yeah, of course teacher has kind of quality, because he's a nation builder, isn't
Hmm.
it? He has to, he has a kind of a burden on his shoulder. The one child come up him, and he's teaching to them, that it means the he child will become a futures some very mighty person, like it can be become a um, prime minister, it can be become an engineer, it can be hold a whole nation's economy, isn't it? So we must have to be knowledgeable. So that time I just have decided I will have to become a teacher, or else something to by which I can help and serve the people.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, very inspiring story. Okay, so
Yes.
nowadays AI is a hot topic. People are using it.
Mm.
The chat GPT also. So do you use chat GPT or AI in your teaching methodology?
Exactly. You are really nice question. It's a really nice problem question. Nowadays, teacher has to come up with technology, because even I'm in my classes, I have been completely made my class smart class. I have just installed my interactive panels, and as you said that Chat GPT is outdated right now. If you're talking about the deep seek is like exploring across the world since 3 or 5 couple of days launch
Mm.
it is like making a fire everywhere, right? So have you heard the deep seek application?
No, first time.
Okay. Yeah, it is a really nice. It is same contemporary of Chat GPT once, but DeepSeek. Let me tell you the specialty about the DeepSeek. DeepSeek is thinking. Once you ask it questions like that. I wanted to know about my country's economics. Any question you wanted to, it will probing. It will thinking. It will give us some kind of options, and again he's rethinking on his option whether he's right or not, and then again he verifying rectifying the mistake, and again he's giving the proper information. But whereas talking about the Chat GPT, once you mention questions in Chat GPT instantly give you answer.
Yeah.
It will not thinking, but DeepSeek is thinking. It's a China application, and very few months, very few economical capital. They have very few capital, and they have been formed this company. If you after this call, you can definitely go through the chess DeepSeek.
How come I don't know about it? First time I'm
Okay.
listening to you. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, it's only for 5 or 6 days ago. It is spreading across the globe. You can see a DeepSeek on Play Store available. You can go through it, and it's really nice. It will give you completely guidance.
Yeah, and I use Chat GPT for my
Uh,
English. Like if I feel I have to prepare any topic or I have to uh, do some activity with my learner, so that sometimes I use. But somewhere I feel like it is all about whatever I am giving direction to that Chat GPT. But it is not about emotional intelligence, or that is not that much intelligence. Yes, I can say subjective knowledge is a lot, but emotional intelligence is missing in Chat GPT. They cannot understand.
Yes. No, no. Why they are not human beings, and yet it to be come in the future. Once the emotion installed in AI, it means that the completely wipe out of human beings from the earth. We can
Mm,
say that, because once the chat in Chat GPT or in any open AI, once human beings emotions come, like we have seen the Rajnikant's robot movies, right? It
yes.
was he was the robot was Chiti was very machines. He was doing every command by his or owner, by his owner. But after he came up with the emotions, he spread everywhere, destroyed, right? So these things are happening. So let like pray for the God, don't these things happen in Chat GPT.
Yeah. So how can you use that new application that you talking about?
DeepSeek, yeah, it's the same like Chat GPT, but nowadays it's overburdening, because across globe so many people are downloading it and using it. So that
Mm-hmm.
is why we are getting kind of a burden. It will take a few minutes for searching your information, but yes, of course, whatever information it gives you, it is really informative, and it's really extract. It is giving the all the, it is like thinking on all the suspected aspect, and thereafter he refining the answer and giving to you. So that is why it's a very useful. If you are going, and you will must have might have seen this application and see this application.
Okay, after this session, I will find it out. Like,
Yes,
what?
yes.
How can we use it? How can we make our channel, sorry, our conversation different using that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can ask them idea. They will it will tell you the ideas as well. Yeah, of course. But what I'm thinking about, like nowadays, Chat GPT, OpenAI is spreading across students. People are making videos. Make people are creating the new articles on with the help of this area, OpenAI. But what I'm thinking like that, people should aware about one concern as well. We are losing our intellectuality as we are giving all the as well we win all the things and work by Chat GPT. So what human being will do, isn't
Right.
it? So human being has to, because we are a human being, we have to something. If I tell you this is the stone, this is the stone, if I'm telling you, He will also agree with me, but not you shouldn't agree with me, because you have to think over it whether what I'm telling you it is a stone or not. You should have to confirm by your own intellectuality, your own cognitive power, right? So person has to understand the things by their own way. But nowadays what is happening, people what they are facing a problem, they are just mentioning to the chat gpt give answer, and chat gpt giving them instantly answer, and they're just copying and pasting it. It is not thinking on this particular topic. Whereas I wanted to write down something articles for some project, right? So I'm not thinking, I'm just giving the command to chat gpt, chat gpt giving me information, and I'm just copying and pasting the information. Even I, some people are not reading what the chat gpt given. They are thinking like, okay, chat gpt given, so it might be a 70 to 90% correct, it enough for getting me good marks in examination. So these things now happen, we have to also understand the things, consequences of these open AI.
Correct, correct. And we are losing our creativity because of Chat GPT.
Exactly.
That much creative now. We are just dependent on Chat GPT. We know, yes, there is somebody which can help us, and that is more intelligent if we compare to our intelligence. So we feel, yeah, let's copy and paste, and then we some other. So I think it is not
Yes.
so for our upcoming generation. It is not so good. We should try to be
Mhm.
creative. We should think about our own stuff. How can we make it interactive? How can we make it different? That intelligence, that intelligence is missing now.
Exactly, exactly. You said that. And yes, of course, nowadays, have you seen the students when you were child? So when you were child, so we didn't have kind of a atmosphere like exploring the internet and kind of a technological was. Even I let me tell you one thing. When I was a child, I saw one keypad mobile Nokia, and I was really thrilled by looking at this kind of instruments coming in the world. I thinking, "Ki, how is it possible? How can people are talking from this place to that place and without any connecting wire on any kind of things?" So from that point of time to this era, we are getting rapidly changing. And from this today to the futuristic, we are talking about 5 or 10 years later, the world will completely change. And
Hmm.
in that era, what we need only the technical knowledge, we want only technical knowledge, we want only creative knowledge, and we only want that kind of things, so that world will get information by us, isn't it? So I thought that must person should have very updated up to date about their technical knowledge.
Hmm. And we should aware about pros and cons too.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's consequences we have to face. Yeah, human being has to face. Let me tell you one thing. What I have cognitions about this kind of artificial intelligence going on so far. In the future, not a far away, after 5 or 3 years after, or 10 years after, I would say that human being has to pay the causes of the open AI, because every information what we are storing in our personal data, which will get revealed, because nowadays people are without any hesitation asking the personal questions to them as well. Yeah, I have done this thing, I have done that thing, could you give me a solution? So what can I do? It will give you legal information, but alongside it is storing your personal information too, isn't it?
Hmm.
Whatever we are downloading application, by this application we are providing them by our providing them our personal information too. We are allowing, no, we are giving them the first notification reflect on our mobile. You whether are you agree to tracking all those information from your device, you are we are allowing them, because we desperate about this uses of the application, we want to use this application, but that is why we are giving all kind of accessibility, and it will stealing our information, you know. Have you seen, actually I have one incident. I was talking to my friend that I wanted to buy some shoes. My shoes are getting torn right now. So he was like, "Okay, okay, you can try for Puma." Okay, fine. I'm trying Puma. Instantly, after 5 minutes, I was searching for the reels, and I got an advertisement of Puma on my Instagram channel. I said that, how is it possible? Even I
Hmm.
just talked to him, and it reflect on me. So it
Yeah,
is the matter, we should understand that some spies going on, and we should have to aware about these consequences.
correct, correct. And nowadays we are like we are ready to adopt any new technology, but we don't want to think about their pros and cons. I think before going to adopt any new technology, we should start thinking about their pros and cons, then we should adopt that application. Yeah,
Exactly, you
and
said.
you said right. I also experienced that thing. I yesterday I was watching a like reel, and I just stopped and started watching a book reel. And after that reel, there are so many reels related to books only. So
Yes,
like
yes.
is watching us, and there
It's
is
Instagram algorithm. It's in Instagram algorithm. Yeah, the same things are happening on Instagram as well. We are storing. Once we saw the reels, Instagram instantly came to know the person is interested because they wanted to stick users, right? They don't want to go users by just scrolling, and that is why they are grabbing our intention, what we want actually. I was
mm,
watching Kumbh Mela's short clips on YouTube. So once I watch it, again the same page reflected on my display. Again I scroll down, again the same page. So that things are like feeling us to stick toward that particular points, isn't it?
and it is very scary too. Like we lose our privacy now. There is no privacy.
Exactly. We are
Like
scared. We
some
have
knows about us each and everything, what we likes, what we don't like, what we want to do in future. There's everything somebody knows.
exactly, exactly. Everyone, I told you na that they were doing a spy on us. It's kind of we are by our own. We are giving them a concern that you can go come and you can spy everything in my mobile, whatever going on here. Yeah. So yeah, these things we have been discussed so far, and that was really nice, isn't it?
Yes, and
Your
we
user also understood.
yeah, we haven't decided any topic. We just started talking randomly, and that topic came into the picture, and we enjoyed a lot.
Mhm.
So I want to ask to you last question that is related to your English. You are not using filler words. You are not taking pauses too much. You are speaking in a flow. So I want to know about your English learning journey. How did you learn this language, and how did you reach at this level? Now you are speaking flawless. So it's
Thank you,
impressive.
ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, let me tell you one thing. Why we become a good at our communication is only those three parameters which working on it. First is language acquisition device.
Hmm.
As much as you listen, same thing you deliver to someone as well. Like just understand the language. And second thing is very important, confident. Whatever you are speaking, whether it is right or wrong, just speak confidently, because eventually you will have to be perfect at that language. So don't matter, someone is listening to you, someone is understanding what you are saying. So that is enough for you. Just talk, whether you are doing some grammatical mistake. I have seen so many videos on YouTube as well, people and blogs, they were also making the kind of video that like we are making. So they are also doing mistake, but their mistake got ignored by user because they are just focusing like how the person is talking, right? So we must have to understand that people laughing at us, people will make us fun, people will teasing us, no matter, just be confident and speak loudly. But before that, I saw one video that was from UK, and the person was telling how to be a fluent at English. He was telling that one thing: listen as much as possible.
Hmm. That
Just
is
listen, just understand, listen native speaker, what the native speaker are saying in the particular words, where they are using the particular words in their language, because there were so many meaning of the particular words, isn't it? Watching, keep watch, these are kind of things, look after, looking. So just understand where they are using their these words, and in which event they were using these words. Once you understand these things, you understand how to use and how to speak very fluently, right? So for that you need to listen as much as possible, isn't it?
hmm.
So I am listening foreign language only, I'm not listening local people's talking. Yeah, if I found the person is talking very grammatically correct and he's using proper
Hmm.
sentence, so I am just listening them. But I am mostly using Emily's, Eva. There were some people on YouTube channel, and they were spreading very accurate English, and I'm listening throughout day. I am listening 2 or 3 hours, I'm listening. Thereafter I try to speak like them in front of the mirror. Yeah, we all know aware about the grammar. You know all the rules of grammar. If you ask me now any grammar question, I can rectify. I can instantly give you answer. But
Hmm.
whereas talking about speech and giving like talking, the person
Hmm.
gets stuck because they don't have a practice, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is my things.
Totally different from theoretical English.
And third thing I would recommend mention here, the third thing is that wherever we are speaking, we should have to understand like communication. We are doing communication. We should have to understand the someone's thoughts as well. If you are talking to me, I'm listening very carefully what you are talking to me, isn't it? So that I can get reply to you, because ultimately we have to talk in English only, right? So once I understand your question, then I can relate it, make a answer regarding that question. So first thing is that while we are communicating, we should understand, we should listen someone as well.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you said right, and that is also related. You said native speakers also make mistake. That is true. And yesterday I was reading post of Ankur Wariko. I think you are also aware about him.
Ankur.
He's on Instagram. So he
Okay.
shared income whatever he earned in last year, but he made some mistakes. So I thought,
He had made mistake.
can make mistakes, so why we can't? If that person is very popular on YouTube, I think that you have heard about his book also, Do Epic Shit, Do Epic Shit, yeah, his popular book. He's very popular on Insta and YouTube. He made mistake.
Okay, I will see
Found
after this session.
he was talking about his income that he earned in last year, but he were somewhere he used present tense. So I
Okay.
just found that mistake, and I feel little happy, like if he can, so why I
No,
can't.
yeah, of course, as much of course, English is not our mother tongue. We make mistake. We will make a mistake because it's natural. People are making a mistake. No one is perfect in the world, but the problem is that we should try to speak. We should come out from our specific area and just try to deliver our thoughts, what we are wanted to tell to the people. That is why I'm just like telling to you.
And
Yeah.
I think you are
So
getting late. Yeah, so I want to say, yeah, it was lovely talking to you. It was an interactive session with you. So I think you also enjoyed this session. We will connect soon for your channel. So thank you so much for joining me today.
thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. Again connecting to you. Thank you, man. Bye. Bye. Bye.
bye.
Take
Have
care.
a good
Hmm.